Welcome to Insight by Johnita, for instance. We are on A1R Psychic Radio, and the twinkle of little tiny toes then was my German Shepherd. They always like to pop in, especially when I'm trying to do a live, which is always just add to the excitement, doesn't it? Now, I've been thinking about what to do this week, and because, we've covered so many topics in our time together, and I always pull a crystal, as you know, and this week I pulled my very raw lapis lazuli, which is just literally a chunk with the dirt washed off of a blue, really pretty blue stone, and it's associated with third eye and tapping into psychic abilities. It's associated with Atlantis. It's just a whole bunch of stuff going on with the lapis lazuli, and I seem to always have a piece near me, on me, in my bag, in my bra, in a pocket, somewhere, in a necklace, earring, something. And if you're on the radio and you can't see me, I actually have dyed my hair a lapis lazuli colour. It's got my natural colour at the top and got the blue down the bottom, so it's a bit different from what I'm used to, but it kind of looks like a peacock in the sun. So I have to catch myself. But what I wanted to talk about this week was something very interesting that happened to me this morning. Now, I rarely meditate because it is boring as batshit. There's so many cool things to do in life. Why would I want to sit there and be present in the moment? I don't need to be present in the moment. We're here, we're alive, we're breathing, we're looking around. Every time we look at something and pay attention to a flower, to a tree, to a bird, to our partner, we are in the moment. So I don't really subscribe to the whole meditative stuff. I know that sounds really bizarre considering that, I study the arts and I'm a psychic medium and I've been doing this for a very long time, but maybe it's because of all of those reasons that I know that we're already present. I'm already here. I'm already very 5D living, in a lot of ways. But this morning I had this funny feeling I just wanted to meditate. And I've got this really cool app called Insight Timer. So Insight, just like my title, Insight. Insights, and what it is a free app. And I paid for the premium version, which was next to nothing. I got a really cool deal on it. But the free version is just as good. You get so many meditations out of it. And this morning I did one in particular. And it was about manifesting the most epic thing you could manifest. And I'm like, cool. I want an epic day. I want an epic show. Let's do the epic manifesting. And we started off really cool. We started off with a very nice music, listen to my voice. The man's voice was very soothing. It was just a nice meditation. And we've relaxed our bodies and we've done our deep breath in and our deep breath out, and we're present and we've anchored ourselves in this precise moment right now. And then we got to the point where he said that we needed to think about and create an image in our mind that was what we wanted in our lives, what we wanted. And I thought to myself, oh God, what do I want? And my mind immediately went to materialistic, because when we think about manifesting, we think about materialistic things, or we think about partnerships, or we think about, a style of house, or a style of car, or a style of motorcycle, or a style of friend, a style of lover. And I laid there because, they always say sit up, and I'm like, stuff you, you're not the boss of me, you can't tell me what to do, so I do whatever I damn well please. And I was laying down in bed with two German Shepherds snoring their little heads off next to me. And I was thinking, what do I want? What do I want? And then I thought, okay, let's peg through the list, because he said we had a couple of minutes to build this vision in our head. So I went through the list. Lover, check. I've got an amazing husband. He is just, when you go through that checklist of what you're looking for in a partner, that honesty, integrity, loyalty, transparency, supportive, he ticks all those boxes plus brings some more to the table that I didn't even know existed. So as far as the lover is concerned, tick, I've got that. I don't need to manifest anything different in my relationship with my husband. Then I thought, okay, next relationships, my friends. Am I friends with anyone right now that I feel It's not a two-way street in our relationship. It's not a giving and a taking. It's an all take or it's an all giving. And I'm like, no. Every single person in my life brings something beautiful and unique to the table, and I learn from them, and they are a supportive bunch of people, and we've all got each other's backs. We all check on each other. Do I need to manifest a different style of friend? No. Check. Then I thought, okay, let's go a little bit further than my family and my friends. Let's go business relationships. Do I have the right style of audience coming to me? Do I have the right style of Muggles boss? Because I still work Muggles. That's commercial working, but we call it the Muggles. And is there anything I want to change in that area of my life? And I'm like, no, because I've got these audience that is engaged. They want to change their lives. They want to do something better with themselves. They want more for themselves. They don't want to be on that shitty scale. They don't want to be up in the 10 being the worst possible life. They don't want to be up there. They want to be in that real cool down the 1 to 3, 1 to 4. I've got the right audience. I've got the right people listening. My Muggles job. Have I got the right boss? Am I working for the right boss? Am I working in the right team? Absolutely. I've got freedom to run my own business and support them and give them 100% of my time when I'm there. But they also understand that my mediumship and my advocating for the evolution of self is my total passion. It has my heart. So I don't need to change anything in any of those areas of my life. That was a big tick. Do I have a perfect car? I have a car that is mechanically sound. It gets me from A to B. It's really cheap to run. It's very fuel efficient. It's cheap to keep on the road as far as registration and insurance is concerned. Tick. Do I have the most favourite motorcycle I could ever possibly dream of? Those of you who may not know, I ride a Harley. Absolutely. I've got the best motorcycle. I didn't even have to change it. I'm such a wee little tiny dot that most of the motorcycles I need to adjust so I can reach the ground so I don't fall off. I didn't have to adjust my motorcycle. That's a big tick. Do we own a house? Yes. Big tick. And as I'm ticking off these materialistic things, and this guy is saying to me in this meditation, visualize what you want in your life. And I'm like, but I've got everything. And it may not be the Taj Mahal, but it's ours. And it may not be a Lamborghini, but it's ours. And it may not be the top of the range Harley Davidson, but I freaking love her. We've got 2 German Shepherds. We rescued a lorikeet. We've got a mouse that lives outside. It's not even ours, but we feed him every night because we're worried he might get hungry. Have I got an abundance of health and love and wealth in my life? Absolutely. I'm laying there thinking, shit, what do I do? What do I do? And it was this moment of, wow. When you stop and take stock of everything that you actually have in your life, and you give gratitude and thanks for all those things. And okay, it might not be the perfect house for somebody else, but it's not somebody else's house, it's mine. And the giggles and the laughter and the stories and the memories that are created here make it a home, not just bricks and mortar. So all these things in my life are just amazing because my perception of them is amazing. So my reality is, yeah, I might not have $3 million in the bank. Who cares? Look at all the beautiful quality things I have, the beautiful quality people, the beautiful quality business relationships that I have. I get to sit here every single week and talk to you guys. That is huge. Am I grateful? Absolutely. Some people take things like this for granted. Of course they do. But that's them. And I realised while I was sitting there, and I talked to my dear friend Trish Rock later in the day, and I'm like, the craziest thing happened to me. I did a manifesting meditation. He's like, you meditated? But then I couldn't think of anything materialistic that I wanted in my life. And it was like this aha moment because the earthly pleasures, I've already got everything I need. Do I need to want anything else, that might change. You know, the car might have something wrong with it. I need to get a new one. Something else might happen and I need to get something new or replace it. Or I need to bring something extra into the family. Or we're walking along and someone needs to foster their dog out, and we will bring that dog in and give it a home forever and ever. But for me right now, in that manifesting, that 28 minutes of me manifesting what I physically want in my life, there was nothing. And I didn't panic. I didn't think, shit, what next? What now? Do I lack ambition? Do I lack drive? Why don't I want anything? I was thinking, wow, this is a total, I've never ever been materialistic. Material stuff doesn't interest me. It's how I can make people feel, how I can get them to turn a page in their life, how I can get them to redirect, how I can get them to think about their most favourite subject should be themselves. And that is where I get my kicks. So when I finish doing this broadcast today, I'm going to go back and I'm going to think about all the spiritual things that I want to bring into my life, all the podcasts that I want to do, all the extra shows I want to do, the growth of the audience, the reaching more people. They're the things I want to manifest. I don't have any need for materialistic manifesting. I really don't. I've even got friends in the States, and, you know, chance encounters. A lady introduced us that passed away, and this lady that my friend in the States, we were thick as thieves from day dot. And it's such a beautiful relationship because we learn so much from each other. Like every single day we talk, mostly every single day we talk. And it's just, life is about that. And I think sometimes we can get caught on that merry-go-round of what's the next thing that we need to purchase? What's the next thing that we must have in our lives? Why do we need to be better than the Joneses? Why do we have to keep up with the Joneses? Who the frickin' hell are the Joneses anyway? And when we actually sit back and think, wow, like, cool, this is awesome. What do we want to change? Is there anything that we want to change? And if we do, then go and change it. But you don't have to always be chasing something. Don't always have to be chasing that materialistic. If you get to that point where you're sitting there tonight having your cup of tea, having your dinner, and you're looking around your house and you're looking at all those pictures on your walls, or listening to your family's banter, you know, listening to your dog snore maybe, listening to your partner rattle on about their day and how it was, and regardless of whether it was a good day or not. These are all the things that sometimes we can get so caught up in life that we forget to give thanks for. You know, your partner might be a bit of a whiny whinger, but you've got a partner, and that partner treats you really well. He or she is just a little bit of a whiny whinger. You've got to look at the positives. And this morning doing this meditation, I'm like, wow, I don't think I've given thanks along the way. I've been grateful for everything that I have in my life. I've been grateful for the lessons. I've been grateful for the roller coaster of emotions and lessons and challenges and obstacles and fantastic things that have happened in my life. But I don't think I've actually had that moment where I've just sat quietly and gone, what else do I want? Is there anything else that I want in my life? And it was such an epiphany, an aha moment. Aha, got it. So now when I go back and do that meditation this afternoon, I'll be thinking about things like, as I mentioned before, spiritual growth. Where am I going to level up next? What else am I going to learn about myself? I know myself really, really well, but I can tell you now I'm still learning about different things and patterns that I don't even know I've got. But we're creatures of habit, so everyone will have a pattern. And sometimes we're consciously aware of those patterns and we're able to change them, and sometimes it's not the right time yet, so we haven't been made consciously aware of what we're doing or how we're behaving or our triggers. So it's really interesting to do these little meditations, you know, just follow your gut, and that's exactly what I did. Usually I would jump out of bed, go for a run, do something gym orientated and play with the kids for a bit and then go to work, or, you know, come and do my mediumship stuff. this morning I thought, I'm just going to stay here for half an hour and do a meditation. I followed my gut. And I didn't even know what sort of meditation I was doing. I was just looking for something that stuck out for me. And, just manifesting your epic life or whatever it was called, stuck out. Like, okay, cool. I want to see what sort of epic life I can manifest for myself. Not really realizing when I stopped and joined all the dots of how epic my life already is. And it was really very, very cool. It was a very cool exercise to do. So once again, that was called Insight Timer. It's a free app. You stick it on your phone. Don't recommend you do any of the meditations while driving or walking, because some of the people's voices will get you in the land of the nods really quickly, for all the right reasons, very soothing. But there's lots of talks on there. There's lots of understanding deeper layers of ourselves. Some stuff you'll listen to for 5 minutes and think, what a crock of shit, and pause it or get rid of it. That's fine. That's what happens. You have to find it. The spiritual journey is not a one-size-fits-all, okay? Because by the time we jump on our spiritual journey, we've already had life experiences in one thing or another. We've already had challenges. We've already had religion or no religion or strict religion, or we've had cultural beliefs or moral beliefs like, you'll be poor as a church mouse if you don't work your butt off. Moral belief systems and things that are ingrained from our parents and from their parents and all the way through the ancestral line. And it's not really until we start understanding where all that comes from that we can actually understand ourselves. And that's got nothing to do with an age. You don't wake up at 28 and think, rightio, let's go. This is where I'm going from now on. And there are some huge shifts around 28 years of age and again at 56 years of age. But that doesn't happen for everybody, and it's not always the same. And a lot of the spiritual journeys that people go on are undoing a lot of the things that we thought were correct or we thought were gospel. And, like I've never been a fan of meditating. I probably will never be a fan of meditating. But ask me in 5 years and I might be the meditating guru. I'd have my own meditation CD. Everything changes. And I think if we get so stuck in our thoughts and our belief patterns and what we think is the right thing to do, or we're too embarrassed to say, hey, I changed my mind. You do your best that you can until you know better, and then you do that. So, if I think that meditation is a crock of shit right now, but in 5 years' time, I think it's the greatest thing since sliced bread because meditation has changed, or I have changed, or I found a meditation that really just sits with me. That doesn't mean that I've been a hypocrite for all these years. It just means that my direction has changed. And the really cool thing about spiritual awareness and spiritual growth is being able to say, yeah, look, I did the best I could, and then I changed my mind, or that I knew different, or I understood differently, or it resonated with me differently. A lot of people go through their entire lives being one type of religion, and then something just happened one day and it clicks. And they go off and join a different religion and study that, and it's where they've really just come into their own. That doesn't mean that they were in the wrong religion to start with. They had to be there to be able to get this kickstart into the one that they were always going to be in. So everything in life is, there's no such thing as coincidences. Everything is predestined. We have free will to choose, but it's all predestined. It's really just when we sit and take stock of everything that's going on in our lives, especially right now, like we can live in terror and fear, or we can go, you know what, okay, things are a little bit different for a little while, and I'm just going to decide for myself and trust my own intuition on how that's going to pan out for me and my family, and make those conscious decisions. And that's what spiritual journey is all about. It's a conscious decision. And I think that for me, having that conscious awareness this morning when I was doing that meditation about, wow, tick, 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 okay, what next? What do I need a next? Because we're kind of designed that we need to have a goal all the time, or we need to have a next all the time. What's the next thing that we're going to do? What's the next thing that we're going to manifest or bring into our lives or chase or go after or purchase? And I think sometimes, as I mentioned, we can get caught on that merry-go-round of needing that next thing. And when we're doing that, we can sometimes forget to have the fun about what we're doing right now and what we have in our lives right now. So for me, my spiritual awareness and what I want to do for the next few months is all going to be about reaching a greater audience, reaching as many people as possible. You know, if there's 1,000 people listening right now and, you know, 2 of those people go, wow, that really resonates with me, that's 2 lives that have just gone, I want more. I'm going to sit back and pay attention to what's going on for me. That's huge. The numbers might not sound like huge, but that's 2 lives. What are lives worth? That's priceless. Absolutely priceless. So it's really, it's really cool to just sit and take stock of what's going on for you in your own lives and how that manifests and what that looks like, and whether you're manifesting spiritually or whether you're manifesting materialistically. Now, you might be a material person and you love that, and there is nothing wrong with that. I don't do the material thing. I have what I need, and then I'm happy with that because, you know, I've been very wealthy in my life, and I've been very unwealthy in my life. And the difference between the 2, you know, was happiness. And, you know, you can have happiness with wealth, you can have happiness with unwealth, but it's a mindset, and it really is a mindset, and you being able to recognize what that mindset looks like for you and how you can empower yourself as a result of that. So, it was a very cool session this morning. I'm looking forward to doing it again just to see next time when I lie there and I'm thinking, okay, when he says to me, now visualize what it is that you want to manifest. And I'm just going to visualize this big pink color and all these ears in the audience and all this pink color coming straight back at me, because it's the love and the sharing of the information, the sharing of the knowledge that gets people through. And, you know, I don't mind sharing my story with anybody that wants to listen to it, because if it helps them to make decisions on how they want their life to look and how they wish to redirect their lives and their choices and the decisions that they make, then, you know, that's got to be worth something, right? So that's really cool. All right, guys, let's do a collective reading. Got my little angel cards here. Now, I wanted to share with you that I have been published in the Holistic Bliss magazine. So holistic is a H, not a W. Holistic Bliss magazine. It is available online. I'll be writing articles every single month in that, and you will see my ads pop up from time to time as well. So look for Insights by Johnita Francis in the Holistic Bliss magazine. We also have an online fair coming up as well, the Pop-Up Community Market. You will find that on Facebook in the event section. Just look for my name, and you will be able to tap into that fair as well. Lots of Australian-owned and operated businesses will be there, so it's a really cool thing to be involved in. Of course, if you're looking for your own private reading, I'm still doing mediumship and psychic readings, of course. I will never stop doing that. I love tapping into the spirit world for you. And you can catch me doing that on www.insightsbyjohnita.com. So that's Insights, and then Johnita is spelled Johnita. You catch me on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. I am all over the place. It's a lot of fun there. Right. Okay, guys. Everybody, whoops. Oh, look at that colour. That was not spirit. That was bouncing off my cards. All those people that are sitting there dormant at the moment, not really understanding what to do next, make a decision and go for it, okay? Really make a decision, go for it. Choose some logic. Don't be afraid of sudden changes at all. So what I mean by apply logic, now's the time for you to think about different career paths. Think about what else you might want to do in your life. If you wake up every morning and you're a waitress and the only thing you can think about is singing, and when you think about singing, there's a massive smile on your face and your heart feels like it's going to pump out of your chest, you need to go and sing, okay? You go get singing lessons. If you're already naturally gifted in singing, go get yourself a few gigs, but you need to do that, okay? Follow that career that makes your heart pump out of your chest. It makes that smile pop on your face. Dreaming's coming true. The end of a difficult situation. Okay, what you want to manifest and bring into your life, whether it's spiritual or materialistic, start thinking about that now. Start doing those things. I think we'd mentioned this last week as well. The end of the difficult situation is coming. The world is starting to wake up to a few of the shenanigans of the governments around the world. So lots of changes coming up. Now is your time to claim back your power and really get somewhere. Thank you cards. Time to take action. Great passion for a cause. Trusting your gut, okay? Trusting what your messages are. Everybody is intuitive. Some of us know how to listen to it. Some of us are frightened of listening to it. Find that way. If you're an artist, start painting, start drawing. If you're a musician, start playing music. The information will come from the spirit world for you through your natural creative talents, okay? So you don't have to sit there and force it. Making decisions. If you ever wanted to change anything in your life, now is the time to do it. Mother Earth has kind of given us a clean slate, okay? So when she gives us a clean slate to do things and everybody's happy from an environmental point of view, grab the bull by the balls and go for it. Changes in your life. Success that comes from compromise. Okay, guys, I don't know how many times I need to say this, but whatever it is that you're thinking about collectively, okay, I'm speaking to the persons that are listening right now, whatever it is that you're thinking about, go and do it. Now is the time. We've been given an opportunity to manifest on different levels, okay, so we really need to take that opportunity to bring life into us. Okay. Breathing a sigh of relief and making new plans. There we go. Taking our boat out of troubled waters and bringing it into somewhere where we really want to be, a nice calming situation. I love this because there's so much chaos at the moment in the world, and I really hope that you're not getting too caught up in it. Okay, you can be clever and you can be smart, but you can still live happy lives as well. So that's what it's all about. All right, guys, I'm just about done for this week. Thank you very much for tuning into A1R Psychic Radio, and of course, me, Johnita Francis from Insights by Johnita. You can catch me, as I mentioned, on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. Please do look me up if you'd like a private reading. I also do coaching and mentoring as well, which will help you get on your path to transforming yourself into who you're supposed to be and your best life ever. So, yeah, I think that's it for me. Thanks very much, guys. Have a wonderful week ahead, and I'll talk to you again very soon. Bye for now.